Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I've got a fantastic rack. I've got a bingo. Sclery for 74. Wow, fantastic pick. Apart from the Q, everything else is bingo-y. But I can deal with the Q with cat or canat through the A. I got my opening bingo down quickly in case opponent left for any reason. There were alternatives to Sclery. Serials and rescale and alerces and relaces, but given that the C got doubled and Sclery doesn't take any hooks, I think the difference between the plays would have been marginal. Now, I do have a blank, which could be a U. Oh, wow, opponent bingos, very nice. But I don't think I have a bingo with the blank as a U. I do through an I. Oh, and no I on the board. Otherwise, I could have had equating. Let me be careful here because there are suffixes with the G. G and Q don't usually go well together. So there's no U or I for equating. Unlikely to be an AEG ending. Okay, I don't think there's a bingo here. So, how to deal with the Q? Probably cat better than canat. Well, no, I think this is the play. Canat here. I was thinking of playing just cat, but then it doesn't get doubled. This is 28 points. I don't think I can score more with the Q. Row H could be hot because is good. But I'll just have to live with that possibility. Canat for 28. Now, I do have a bingo here. Eugenies, column 3. What if that is blocked? I have Soigné. Does that play anywhere? Don't think it does. That's a shame. Do I have a double-double through the L of Sclery? Oh, wow, and a back-to-back bingos for opponent. That's wretched for me. Very nice for them. But can I bingo in return? Opponent has gone in the very spot I had identified as available for a bingo for myself with Eugenies. No O's and S's available for that word elsewhere. So, do I have anything with the B? Which could even be a triple-triple, but I'm just looking for any bingo. If I take out ing, then what's left isn't particularly great. But I've also got the bio prefix. Let me run through the alphabet. This rack plus a B. And it could begin BE. Wow, I hope I don't miss one here. Gosh, that looks close. Not seeing anything. As does this. I've got the imb and emb beginning. So I'm looking at this rack plus a B. Nope, still nothing. Just too many vowels. So no, nothing with the B. Nowhere for Soigné, which is my 7 that I've identified. But surely this rack is so good and there are so many floaters. There absolutely has to be a playable bingo here. S would be face value. What about the H? From a C, I would have... Oh, and there is a C. I have cooeying. That has a lot going for it because it opens up a triple-triple lane, which ordinarily would be bad, except in this instance, one already exists, so I would be guaranteed first dibs. What would be better than cooeying would be a bingo, a double-double through the L. But the L doesn't look like it goes well with this rack. Or a play through AD. No, I've spent long enough on this. I'm going with cooeying for 74. Wow, pretty horrendous. Through an N, I would have pin yen, which I do have in row F, opening up another triple-triple. And there's an N in cooeying. So that would leave I, Y. Wow, what a dreadful set of 7 tiles. Just when you're looking for a bit of momentum. Lead is so slender at just 20 points. So what do I have? Well, interesting, I have in by. Oh, an opponent takes that out. That's the second time an opponent has just gone in the precise spot I was considering. I did have in by, I don't anymore. G of cooeying in the wrong spot for an ING play, otherwise yiping would go. Yars is good, but I don't have any 6-letter Y plays. So I don't have anything with this G or the B. So let me see what Pinyin scores. 26 points. Yep, that's okay. And it's getting rid of 2 out of 3 big tiles and 2 out of 3 eyes. So it does everything that it needs to do. Yeah, and I think the score is half decent. I'm going with this. Now, more big tiles and a slender lead. I'm not seeing any 6-letter plays which connect with AS. I've got the LY and the ILY ending, neither of which go well with F and W. These vowels don't go very well with the big tiles that I've got. And I'm back to having duplicate I. Wow, opponent with big tiles as well. So when the dust settles, we could have quite a lot of bingo-y tiles, but will there be bingo-y lanes available? I don't have anything to go after ZE for a column 4 play. I do have a Y for NY. But nothing great there. The best I can see is Owly. Let me see what this scores. 32 points. Not terrible. And Fars is good. Well, do I have any FO plays? There's Foy. 34 points. Keeping Willie, that doesn't feel like an improvement. There could be something much better that I'm missing. And in particular, there could be something which turns over a lot more tiles. Gosh, close to Blowfly, close to Blowerly. I've got bio as a prefix. So, Yeah, I'm really struggling with 5-letter plays from this rack. Otherwise, I might have something nice in column 12, parallel to Canat. If it could begin with W and end in Y. But I'm not seeing anything. I've got Wiley in that spot. 29 points. I feel I'm missing something. I've got the IFY ending. Gosh, look at this E out in the open and another. Okay, I spent long enough. I've not seen anything better than Owly. There are only 3 I's to come, so I may avoid drawing another. And I don't. Okay, so back to 3 I's. I was just wondering if Finity is good, but I don't think it is. Just looking at this column 1 lane. But, well, opponent goes there with 2 V's and 45 points. Very nice. Has to burn an S in the process, but still 1 to come and a blank. And I trail by 30. EF is good. So I've got if here, 21 points. Wow, that's grim. Zen is good. Vasa is good. So do I have Naif down here? Yes, I do. And this is 48 points. I'm not going to find anything better than this. Fantastic. And I'm back to 3 I's. So just 1 I in the bag. So I don't have to get rid of 2 I's. It's 3 I's is far more problematic than 2, and with only 1 in the bag, I'm exceptionally unlikely to draw it. A lot of the hot spots on the board are now disappearing. But it's still a bingo-y friendly board with column 6 and the floaters in Canat and Cooeying. 65 points for opponent. Maybe Owly was a bit reckless placing that. Wow, maybe I could have put my F over that Y last turn. Okay, so what to do here? I now trail by 50 points, which is a lot on a board with shrinking bingo lanes. No scoring tiles. My O can go under the W, but it can't reach the triple word square, so the best I've got at the bottom is tit, keeping an horrendous rack leave. This is a really tricky rack to sort out in one go. 3 T's to come, so I could have an excess of those. Wow, 65 for opponent. That is a bingo-y score, all due to the Owly play. So what am I going to do? 3 I's, 2 T's. How do I make inroads into that? Not easy. No, an opponent's played all these nice tiles and I just can't score off them. I'm not seeing anywhere for TT, which certainly does help to sort the rack out a lot. Well, I can do that here. It's only 8 points, but it's the best rack leave, and I could play that to the right. Yeah, which stops the opponent putting a big tile above this E. 8 points, pretty poor, and given that I trail, is it right to take out bingo lanes? Well, there still are lanes. There's the E and R of Sclery and the E's of cooeying. So I think sorting my rack out takes the priority at the moment. I'm going with this. So I have an ing ending. 31 points for opponent, so the bingo lanes remain available. 8 minutes on my clock. I don't have anything through the E. Wow, these E's have stayed open for a long time. Nothing with the A, nothing with the M. What about AD? No. Close to auto-cading if I had an extra A. What about ER? Is countering good? I don't think it is, but this is free challenge, so I get to have another turn if this comes off. No. Okay. So what am I going to do with this rack? It's quite a nice one. CHE is good. Not doing any, can't see anything with that. I'd like to play off the U. And I can't do that in the bottom row unless it's in last place, which is unlikely. 6 minutes on my clock, 20 tiles to come. Uppo is good. So, the C is bingo-y, I don't need to play that. GI is good. That's just not working. Well, 8 points last turn. I could be looking at something similar this turn. What about playing GU here? This is the best rack leave. It's 12 points. It's not taking out bingo lanes. This rack goes quite well with E and, well, with E. I am going with this. So, this looks nice. Is there anything with this rack plus an E? Don't think there is. Oh wow, this rack looks so nice. So what about AD? Oh wow, opponent with the blank. Bingos, that's nice. Can I bingo back? I trail by 130. I am not in good shape. And there's ER and AD. I've got the anti-prefix with COL. Not botanical's a 9-letter word. Nothing with the L. What about the O? No, and the D, no. So I'm not seeing a bingo with this rack. 11 tiles left. I can play Otic for 32, and I'm not seeing anything better. So I have neutral. But do I have a playable bingo? There's nowhere for neutral. This rack plus an E. No. This rack plus a B. Turnable possibly, but I don't think so. Nothing with an L. What about an O? Outlearn! Wow, and there's 2 spots for that because there are 2 O's. Is opponent going to block that? If they do, they may create a spot for neutral, but they're more likely to play vertically in column 7. Remaining pool looking a little grim. Now, nothing with this rack plus an E. What about an A? Nope. not available. What about ER? No. What about AD? I've got the ultra prefix with NE. Nothing. I'm not seeing anything with those pairs, so at the moment it's only outlearn. Where else is there to look? Am I sure there is not a bingo with this rack plus an E? No, I don't think there is. Let me come back to the B, because I'm pretty confident Turnable is wrong. But could it have a valid anagram? No. Well, it's not coming to mind. Outlearn. Oh, good grief. Dupatter's a stupendous spot from opponent. Very impressive. No tiles left, so I'm going to bingo out and get a loads on count back, but it's not going to be enough. And the final score. 438 to me, 499 for opponent, a winning margin of 61 points. So well done to opponent. Let's see what I missed. Wow, an astonishing find of Dupatter's. Indeed. So the MISO is the Malta International Scrabble Open, which is a big international Scrabble tournament happening in about a month's time, which I'm really looking forward to. Now, it was me to go first, and what a fantastic start. I start with Sclery and a ton of other options, scoring the same. But opponent bingo's back. I have Canat for 28, that looks fine. And yeah, another fantastic bingo by opponent. I have cooeying, B14, there was a bingo through the L, not a double-double, Eloined. I still like cooeying because it's creating a new access to triple word squares. Opponent plays Tsar for 46 from a rack with 2 Vs. Now I have this horror show. I play Pinyin for 26. C4 Piney playable for 40. 14 more points, that extra I. Well, the extra I definitely is worth at least -5, but probably not more than -10. So I think the difference between these two rack cleaves may be 10 points, but not 14, so Piney would have been better. Opponent plays Hom. Now this is where I play Owly, placing the Y under this triple letter square. There must have been something better. Wifty, I think, definitely better. 36 points through this T. Yeah, more points than Owly and a better rack cleave. Y Lily, that's nice. D5 through the L. Yeah, and a lot of these rack cleaves looking pretty grim. Now, this is opponent's rack, which doesn't look great. However, Verves for 45. Superb. I play Naive for 48, which I thought was great. But Tailfin, E5. Double through the L, available for 50. Well done if you spotted that. Now, this is where opponent punishes me for this sloppy Owly play. 65 points, and I'm now 50 points behind with a terrible rack. So, I12. Moti, playable for 20. not many points. What do? I play TT for 8, maximising my rack leave. Opponent plays Joe. Phew, no missed bingo here, and ooh, I'm playing. I lost my train here. Opponent plays Joe. This is my rack, and I don't play Otic. I play GU, again maximising the rack leave. I feel that I need a bingo to win. I could play Otic this turn, but that keeps GUN. So I think GU is a better play, even though it's a big score sacrifice. But a great bingo by opponent with Bloodier. And a missed bingo, Daltonic from the D, 63 points. I don't think it would have made a difference to the outcome of the game, but it would have been nice to have spotted it. So I play Otic for 32. And this was a fantastic spot. Dupatters and Torpatters also playable, K7 through this A. Yeah, fantastic stuff. And I go out with Outlearn. So what an amazing game. Absolute bingo madness all over the board. I open with Sclary. Opponent has back-to-back bingos of Dreamed and Beshines. And I think I had a back-to-back bingo as well with Cooeying. And then finally at the end, Dupatters and Outlearn. So tremendous stuff. Opponent nearly 500 points and myself well over 400. So many congratulations to opponent on their victory. I hope you enjoyed watching that game. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.